What up, though? This is your boy J-NUTTY DA DON, and this is Real Talk and Raw. It's like 9:30 in the morning right now, so I'm chilling, vibing. I just got done recording a little something for the AI album. I just want to come on here and just say, it's a lot of people, what I'm saying, who don't really have no idea of what they can really become, all because of what they've been told what they can't do. You know what I'm saying? But shit, you want a different type of life. Shit, you're gonna have to let go of all them old habits that's holding you back. You know what I'm saying? Block out all that noise and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be brave. You gotta be the real you. Not the version that people want you to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit, you gotta step out on faith, keep going. You got it. I'ma just use myself as an example for real because like I grew up, you know what I'm saying, having a passion for a lot of different things, but it's like what I love doing, they don't really understand the passion that I have for it for real because it's like it's not what they do. Yeah, they know I love music, but it's like when I started recording music and rapping and doing everything that that has to do with music, it's like nobody was really rooting for me like how they was in the very beginning when I first laid down my first song and all that type of shit. I'ma just take it back from when I first started, you know what I'm saying? So I always had the love for music and all of that type of shit. All different type of genres, you know what I'm saying? When it came to rap, R&B, jazz, just everything. I just loved everything about music. It all started, you know what I'm saying? Started playing the keyboards and all that type of shit. And I started wanting to become somebody who can actually produce music, you know what I'm saying? Like record something. It wasn't like me wanting to rap, but I wanted to still make sound, you know what I'm saying? So my dad had got me this sweet ass keyboard and it was able to record sounds and it was able to play back sounds and I was able to actually play along with different songs that I liked. You know what I'm saying? So eventually as I got older, you know what I'm saying, and started becoming more into technology and all of that type of shit. So I started getting into computers and everything. So at this time, I'm still having the same type of passion for music. So my dad had ended up getting me. He got me a mixer board. He got me. No, not a mixer board. It was a drum pad. Yeah, it was a drum pad. Yeah, he got me a drum pad, and yeah, I started making beats on the drum pad too. And then he got me my first version of Fruity Loops, which was Fruity Loops, I want to say 7. I started out making beats on Fruity Loops 7. And I used to, you know what I'm saying? I used to sit on my computer all day and just make beats. I would go to school, come home for the rest of the day after I do my homework, do my chores and all of that shit. I ain't even go outside much. When I got that was a wrap. Shit, I was too busy trying to create sounds and make beats and shit. Cause it's like I just had music just going through my head every day. So it's like, damn, I'm about to go home, make some beats, whatever. So by this time, now I got like a boatload of beats, you know what I'm saying? I just got a one whole file, just a whole folder full of beats and shit. So eventually, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I wanna rap. So I'm about to just try to make a little rap or whatever. I used to go to school or whatever, but I also had these two friends who used to rap. So all of us, it was 3 of us. So all 3 of us, we used to get together and rap and make what I'm saying, make songs or whatever. But now we were so young, you know what I'm saying? It was just something that we did amongst each other. We rapping shit that we shouldn't even be saying and shit. The only outlet that we had was to rap amongst each other. Then we'll get together and then we'll actually rap the songs as if we recording the shit. So that was just our way of doing it. And then from that moment, from me doing that at school, it just became like the passion for it started to grow even more. So by this time now, I'm making the beats and I'm getting better and I'm progressing or whatever. So now at this time now I want to rap for real. So it's like, damn, I still don't have no recording studio access. So it's like, damn, I gotta make something happen. I had a karaoke machine, and it was the type where you can play CDs, and it had the microphone on it, and then you can rap along whatever song that you decide to play, you can rap that bitch. So I had a tape recorder, and I would go to CVS and I would get a fresh, clean tape, and I would pop that bitch in and just hit record, and I would rap all my songs. By this time now, I'm really digging more into the technology shit and the computers and how you do shit and how you can transfer songs and files and shit over to different shit. So it was kind of different back in them days, like how now you can do shit so simple just on the internet. So now I'm rapping and shit and I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. By this time I didn't accumulated maybe like I want to say like 10 or 12 songs. So now I didn't put together a whole mixtape for real. But it's not quite like a mixtape because it was still a lot of shit that I didn't have access to really make my shit sound good. But I made it sound good enough because I had Fruity Loops and I was able to tweak certain sounds and do certain shit. So I made it do what it do. So somehow I was able to get these songs that I had on the tape, on the cassette tape that I did on my tape recorder, just hitting record and playing the beat on the karaoke machine and letting that shit play out. And I'm just rapping along with it on the microphone, or I would just spit it close to the tape recorder, and you were still able to hear what I'm saying for real. So now I'm doing that, and I was able to get my songs like on CDs. I done made me a whole mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So now I was able to make my own graphics and all of that shit. Even though it was me doing my own shit, it was still, you look at it now, that shit look cheesy as hell. It's like, but I had to do what I had to do to make my shit, you know what I'm saying, something for me to get to the next level. I done made CDs and shit, and now everywhere I'm going, I'm taking me a CD somewhere, or I'm taking all my CDs. I think I made like 12 of them or whatever, because, you know, I only had money for so much shit. I made like 12 CDs and I was just giving them to people that I knew that could really put me on or get me access to a CD, to a studio. So I just gave one to my uncle one day. I was at my grandma's house. He pull up because he used to drive a long old school caddy. So he pull up in the Cadillac or whatever. So I go out there and I got my CDs and all that shit. And he's like, shit, what that you got? I'm like, shit, I just, you know what I'm saying, I'm rapping, you know what I'm saying, I just made a couple of CDs or whatever. So he popped the CD in, and he listening to it or whatever. But of course, he hear me talking spicy on that bitch. So he's like, nigga, like, this ain't even you, dog. Like, what you talking about? It sounded good, though. You know what I'm saying? It was just a form of art, you know what I'm saying, just rapping. So by this time, I never knew. The whole time he had a homeboy. The whole time, he had a homeboy who had a recording studio. Which now, you know what I'm saying, I didn't got real close with him or whatever. It didn't happen immediately. Like I didn't get in the studio immediately. So by this time now, I'm a little bit older. So he he asked me like shit, cause by this time it was around my birthday. And he asked me like, shit, what you want for your birthday? And I'm like, shit, I don't know. I can't really think of something I would want. And then he was like, shit, you want some studio time? I'm like, shit, hell yeah, shit. So I'm like, shit, this gonna be like a real studio, like I can record my shit like professionally. He like, yeah. He like, yeah. I got a homeboy who record. I'm like, shit, hell yeah. So by this time, it's like, I wanna say like 2007, 2008. And he bring me over to the studio for the first time or whatever. So the thing is, the studio was at his homeboy's house, which is DJ Cage. So a lot of people, back then when I was rapping and doing all my songs or whatever, I used to shout out DJ Cage and everything, on all my artwork and all of that shit. That was him. So now I come over to the studio or whatever, and I record my first song. My first song was I'm in the Hood. But the thing is, back then I was doing a lot of cover songs and I was rapping over a lot of the industry beats. Like the hottest song that was out at the time, I would take that beat and I would rap on it. I made a whole mixtape out of that shit. So I came to the studio for the first time and I recorded the song. I did the song and then I immediately came back home and I had put the song out. And then I put it on like all my platforms, which was of course we had Facebook back then, but I had just joined Facebook. That was back in 2008, and I think I had MySpace, and I had uh I forgot the other ones I had. It was so long ago, but I know Facebook was the main one, and I was on YouTube, and I posted my shit on YouTube. And when I tell you the numbers went up just by me posting it on Facebook, but really back then it was so easy for you to get more exposure on YouTube and everything versus how it is now. Cause I posted the song on YouTube and bullshit you not, the first week I did 8K views just off that one song alone. That was the very first song that I ever recorded professionally. And that song went up. It made me want to just keep going. And now I'm where I'm at now. Now it's like I just rap when I feel like it for real now. It's just like shit. I'm just trying to, just expand and do different shit now. Even though I still have the love for rap and, music and everything, but it's like now I just be chilling now. But it's like I say all of that to say this, like you just gotta keep going. Like even if people still expect for you to still keep doing the same thing that you've been doing years ago or whatever you've been doing for the longest, and you just stop. It's like you can stop, you can take a break, but it's like shit. It's also good to expand and do different shit. You know what I'm saying? So that way you will have a lot of different things under your belt. So, but for me now it's like shit. I'm trying to do some of everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do a little bit of content creating. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get into a little photography. Trying to, of course, still be, studio engineer and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna have the love for that, regardless of anything I ever do. It's all about expanding, doing what you got to do to, what I'm saying, put your name out there in different ways. So, as far as the music thing, for me, I'm still making new music. I just haven't really been recording as much as I should have. Because of, also got life outside of this shit too. So, yeah, I got my first kid and everything now. So, I'm taking that in pretty well. But in the beginning, it was kind of rough. But, the older he gets, the more patience you start to have, even though I should have been having patience like that back then, but it seems like the patience is starting to balance out now. And it's like now he's able to tell me what he wants and everything, and it's kind of easier to have, to balance him with trying to still do what you have to do. It's my little guy, man. I never thought I ever have a kid for real. I mean, I always wanted one, but I never thought that I would have one. But that's my dog. That's my dog. He looks just like me too. And it's like when I look at him, it's like, damn, I see a split image of myself for real. It's like when I look at him, I see my baby pictures from when I was that age. Like right now, he's 1 year old. He just turned one. No, really, he's 16 months. So it's like now I see a lot of resemblance. And he have a lot of personality. It's like, damn, my little boy is growing. I'm starting to see the tantrums. I'm starting to see the silliness. I'm starting to see the crankiness, all of that shit in the morning when you don't want to get up. It's like, damn, my boy is growing and he's starting to show like his milestones. But I love it though. I love it. That's my boy. I'm eventually, I mean, I want more kids. I want more kids, but it's like right now, I think I'll wait. I say at least when he turns 3, and then I can pop out another one. But right now, hell no. Even though having one kid right now is now it's getting easier, but that shit'd go back to being hard from having a kid his age and then having a newborn. Hell no, because he still be on some bullshit. Shit, having a kid, I never thought that, I didn't think that it would be challenging the way it is when it comes to certain areas. But like I said, I feel like the older the child get, the easier it becomes. I feel like when those type of situations occur, and especially when he gets sick, it's like he gets sick a lot now. So it's like, god damn. He gets sick a lot, and it's like I never realized how often little kids and babies get sick until you have your own. Like I'm very blessed and thankful that when he did get sick, it was only like some mild shit, some shit that he's able to get over just by being at home or being in his other family members' care. But it's like it's other babies who get so sick that they have to go to the ER. You know what I'm saying? You got to get all type of breathing treatments and all that type of shit. It's like, damn, I'm just thankful my baby never had to go through that. But he do get sick though. And it's like when he do get sick, it's like I be feeling so bad for him because it's like you will literally see him go from being happy and playful and jolly and silly and all that type of shit to just being down and out. And it's like, damn, what's going on, buddy? That shit be fucking me up. But it is what it is. The ups and downs and what you gotta go through with having a little baby. But that's my boy. I love him to death. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. But I know once he get older, like when he's at that age, when he like 3 and 4, and I'm able to take him outside and let him run around and play and all of that, I'm gonna really, really enjoy watching him do that. Got a lot of plans for him too. When he get older, we about to be out here. About to be a family affair. I want to take him on a lot of different, vacations and just spend a lot of time with him. All the things I had growing up and all the things I didn't have growing up, I want to give him. Or at least try, you know what I'm saying? But nothing too, crazy, all that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? What I can say, I will be a parent who's not going to introduce him into, all that super flashy designer bullshit that don't really mean shit. You can still look nice with just dressing regular. Like me, I wear regular shit A lot of shit that I be wearing, that shit be coming from Amazon. That shit be coming from motherfucking TikTok shop. I just know how to put shit together. I ain't no real expensive nigga, so it's like I'ma teach my kid not to be a real expensive nigga, but it's like shit. You will know how to dress. You will know how to, you know, make your money make sense when it comes to spending it and getting certain shit. Like you can still wear nice things without having to break the bank. A lot of niggas they just go spending all their goddamn money on one thing just to say, oh, but it's real though, or it's this, that, and the third. I don't have to have that for me to still have on drip. You know what I'm saying? So I look at shit that way. And people still gonna look at me like, damn, nigga, you fresh as hell. Now, what I can say, I'm gonna spend the money on my shoes. Jewelry, I spend a little change on that. But clothes and this type of shit, no. Like this white tee is a Costco Kirkland shirt. I like it because of the goddamn fashion, how thick it is. It's the only type of white shirts I wear. Yeah, but, you know, we about to get on up out of here. I appreciate you for watching. And this is Real Talk and Raw, and I will be back on here later on. And this is J-NUTTY DA DON. Make sure y'all follow me on the gram too. And make sure y'all follow the Real Talk and Raw page on Instagram. Alright, we about to get on up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, and we out.